Now on to a local rapper whose music is synonymous with the basketball culture. I mean, you can't even go to a Lakers game without hearing a track from Nipsey Hussle. Now Nipsey is giving back to his South LA community by renovating those same dilapidated basketball courts he grew up playing on. Rapper Nipsey Hussle goes back to where it all started.
Right now we on 59th and 3rd Ave. I grew up a couple blocks from here. My grandma been in this area, in this community since, you know, decades.
Before his music charted to South LA.
You know, this is one of our home courts.
Only on this day, he's at 59th Street Elementary School.
And rooted in this community since day one.
Touring the basketball courts he helped renovate in a partnership with Puma. This is what the courts looked like before.
The backboards was a little ate up, you know, it was no color on the floor, it was a little ran down.
And this is what they looked like after. Nipsey and Puma pumped 10 grand into them.
Obviously the artist was crazy, drew visuals, and it just brings some color, you know, to a place where all the kids gonna be every day, you know, surrounded by art. I think it's good for the brain, I think it's good for the spirit.
When Nipsey died, it was crazy to hear the news. I remember we was in the locker room about to play a game, and I was at telling my teammate, he's real cool with Nip, and he was the one who told us right before the game. It was just shocking, like, out of nowhere, somebody like that, you know, real good at rapping, but was real active in his community, in his neighborhood. To kill somebody like that, it just made you think about your life.
You don't think about it, you just do you. I don't think about that at all, and I don't think anybody else should be thinking about the negative side of what you're trying to do something positive for the community or whatever. Nipsey was a great role model out there in California for his folks all around the world. He spoke positive. He had a very high IQ. You could tell he was a very intelligent person. You know, he was trying to make a difference for us in the community. And when the guy's trying to do something like that, then something tragic happen like that where somebody takes his life, it's questionable. You question that and understand what's really going on in this world and how things really are working out here in this world. So, I mean, like, if you're doing stuff like that and you know you're giving back to the community, just be positive. You can't really worry about people, what they say, and the negative and stuff like that. And, obviously, if they're talking negative, you're doing something right.
Nipsey Hussle, a Grammy-nominated rapper, was shot to death over the weekend in Los Angeles. His death is being mourned not just because of the loss of a promising talent. It was also a blow to the African-American community in South LA, where he had turned his life around dramatically and was working to improve opportunity for others. He's the focus of our arts and culture segment tonight, Canvas. Nipsey Hussle was riding a career high. Born Ermias Ashkadam, the West Coast rapper's debut album Victory Lap won widespread praise and a Grammy nomination last year for Best Rap Album. As a teen, he belonged to a gang called the Rollin' 60s. His music drew on that past
all my life, been grinding all my life,
and how he turned his life around.
Spoke things into the universe and they appeared. I say it's worth it, I won't say it's fair.
Even as his star rose, Nipsey Hussle became an entrepreneur, working to revitalize the Crenshaw neighborhood of Los Angeles, where he was born and raised.
Right now we on 59th and 3rd Ave. I grew up a couple blocks from here.
Last year he partnered with the brand Puma to renovate a local elementary school's playground and basketball courts. Hussle was deeply involved in Destination Crenshaw, an open-air public art project in the neighborhood that begins construction this spring. Last year the rapper opened a shared working space called Vector 90. It's designed to connect young talent in impoverished communities with opportunities in Silicon Valley. Hussle also owns several businesses in the neighborhood where residents mourned his death overnight.
What he meant to the community, if you want to look around right now, every single person that's out here spending their time here, they're here because he spoke to them in some way, he inspired them in some way.